What is up, all you cool cats and kittens? What is up? It's Thursday. Have you missed us? We're live again. We're like a little rusty, but I miss you. I miss you a lot. I really do. And I'm hoping that our COVID lockdown is almost at an end. I'm really looking forward to coming to your town and speaking at your local event. But we have a jam-packed show today, and let's see if we can get through this. I'm managing a lot of different technology here, so here's how it's going to go. Let's see if we can get this right. Let me switch over to this. And there we are. We're going to be talking about something really super interesting today. And I just want to say what's up, donation, all you futurists, the doers, you donuts, you know who you are. Today, we're going to be talking about the business of animation and how it can help your business. Yes, it can help your business. And we're going to be talking about using animation to drive engagement on social media. My guest today has been really good at integrating animation into his social media feed, and I'm really blown away by what he's been able to do. I want to have those skills. I think after watching this and having a conversation with my guest, you're going to want to have those same skills. And last but not least, we're going to talk about how to make money with animation, both active and passive. Okay, who am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking to Apostolos. He's going to be joining us in a second. And here's what I know about Apostolos. He's an entrepreneur, an animator, director, and chief strategist at CandyMustache. His clients include Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Hasbro, Village Roadshow, Dixons, Hyundai, Cote, Cosmote, Media, Saturn Europe, just to name a few. And he's been twice awarded Envato's featured author and Envato's Hall of Fame and Elite group. He's also an official Adobe contributor, and he's the person who built this really cool animation for us. Yes, it's so cool, right? Right. So everybody, put your hands together. Please help me welcome Apostolos. How are you doing, buddy? Hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Man, you're looking very professional.
Oh,
Look at you.
oh, it's happening. It's happening. I'm live, right? It's happening. Whoa,
Yes, you are.
insane. I love that.
Okay. Well, first of all, welcome. We've chatted many times offline, but this is the first real, I guess, encounter we've had on social media, I guess, in terms of us speaking to each other. And I understand you have a little presentation that you prepared for us. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay. Why don't I just turn over the show to you and let you take it over from here?
So let's start with some basic about learning animation. So I'm going to go to my slide and I'm going to start with animation. It's easy. It's easy to learn animation. And it's easy because you don't have to learn all the tools to animate things. For those who are animators and familiar with animation and follow me on the Instagram, they can tell that I use the same 10 tools every day. And I know that it looks difficult, and there is a reason that it looks difficult. And it's the simple reasons. First of all, there's too much information out there. All that information can lead to confusion, different animation styles, different techniques. And it's really difficult for the new animator to gather all that information and create his unique style. But if you follow a specific style, let's say that you love a YouTube channel and you follow that style, you can start easy to learn and start working into the animation industry. And you can try both ways, with free or paid. And there are two paths. I'm not sure for that.
It's okay.
So let's go here.
There we go.
Okay. You can go with the easy or hard way. You know what's easy, you know what's hard way. If you paid for something, you can learn faster. There's a shortcut if you want to learn something really fast. And I remember myself struggling to understand how I can create smooth animations. And I took this course about how I can create easy easing. There's a technique that we'll teach in the course. And that course teach me a really specific method that I create natural movement and make things look so smoothly. So one other thing is when you trying to compare yourself with others. When you are new into animation, you start searching for things and you find all these amazing animators out there, and you think that you're never going to learn to create cool things like this one. And you don't know the background of these people, the team, the time they have, the deadlines, the money, and all the things. And it's a really bad habit to compare yourself with other animators. And with that I did myself also. I was trying to go deep from the first day. I was trying to create cool stuff for the first day, and that's really difficult. And this is based on the iceberg theory. We think that these animators or these agencies, they run all the time amazing projects, and the truth is that to make a business profitable, you have to run simply projects daily. And is where the money is. You know that, of course.
Is that where the money's at?
Yeah, on the simple daily projects. So a cool advice here: if you ask all these good animators out there, and they will give you the same advice, a good animator is the animator who can understand the why and what's. Why I have to animate this logo in that way, why this brand represents, and what the brands want to achieve. Yeah, all these good questions will lead you to make the right choices, to make the right animation. Now, imagine that the logo animation that you saw to create something really cool, dynamic, but glitz and really impressive. That it will not suit the brand, correct? It will be impressive, but it will be out of the brand. So I will grab all that information, throw it back to you, and I can hear your opinion for that.
Okay, I've got a quick question in terms of your presentation so far. I notice you have some fancy type animation. Is that all pre-rendered out of After Effects, or are you using some kind of presentation software to animate?
For this one,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, pre-rendered inside After Effects.
I see. Very nice.
Thanks. And I use a really wonderful tool. It's a free tool named TextFlow by my company, CandyMustache. And it's a simple drag and drop tool to create text animations.
Really? This is free?
Yeah.
It's a
free.
plugin?
Yeah. It's some kind of plugin.
Okay, beautiful. It's called TextFlow?
Yeah. TextFlow.
All right.
Yes. So, you want to proceed?
Please.
So, let's go to the main point. How animation can help businesses. Look, when you have animation, when you invest in animation, it's like stealing candy from a baby for me, because it will set you above the competition, because it establishes you as a creative and powerful brand. We always see brands with video content in another way, because we grew up with broadcast TV, and our mind makes that connection. The brand with video connect in it's a powerful brand. So I will go with some daily examples, easy examples, how you can use animations on your brands. For, let's say quickly, an animated intro or logo for a YouTube channel. When we browse, we always try to find the video that will explain what we are searching for. Now, lately I was typing or searching how to change diapers, and first of all, you will check for the thumbnail. You were looking for a good design, and then the video. You will open multiple tabs, and you will continue watching the video that has value. And I'm not talking about the content. I'm talking about the quality, the production value. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. A good idea poorly executed is like a Ferrari with flat tires.
Yeah. So Also, we can go with lower thirds. These lower thirds and titles will help to follow the flow. When you say something important that you need the audience to pay attention, you can pop up a title or a lower third or a slide. That will make the audience realize that this is something that I have to watch carefully. Here's the information I have to receive. And when you watch a video, you want to find the information quickly, and maybe YouTube had added this chapter feature lately, but still, if you have titles and lower thirds, you can help the audience understand faster what you're looking for. Also, this PowerPoint presentation, you can present something impressive to your clients in your meetings. First, it looks like you care about this client and you have created an entire animated presentation only for him or her. Secondly, you'll have all the attention during this presentation. And also, it will be easier to explain and sell your products. When you try to sell the product or service, you want to convince the potential customer or client that is the product will make the life easier, and you can use animation for that. And it's a really crazy psychology explanation. I will go deeper into that in the next topic, but there is psychology underneath that. And also can help brands with exposure. You can create video content. You can help expose your brand and to rank higher really fast into the Google search. For example, social media, all the social media platforms prefer video content. This is why my animated Instagram carousels have such a high engagement. And now also there is the TikTok that you can post any kind of video. If you don't want to show your face, you can create a really simple animation and communicate what you want. And the reason it go higher on the rank of the Google search is because Google loves video. There's a law out there. Google loves the video content, and when you search for how to in the Google search, the first thing it will show you is video content from the YouTube. And this is why, because 33% of online activity time is spending watching videos. Insane, And also we spend time on video tutorials more and more. This is why now YouTube tries to push more video tutorials on the search engine.
It makes sense.
So you want to continue with that?
Yeah, please keep going.
Great. So why can animation help you communicate the message better? I love that part because it has some psychology there. So first of all, the obvious, it's visual. Bright colors and simple elements are pleasing to the eye, which makes it easier to express and digest information. And there is another deep, more psychological reason, and the reason connects that to our inner child. Can you guess what is that?
Movement? I don't know. Play?
Yeah, it's more simple. It's cartoons.
Oh, cartoons. Yeah.
Yeah. We grew up with cartoon animation, and motion graphics remind us of this wonderful childhood. This is amazing. And this is why we love motion graphic. This is the psychological background of this. And the animation connects us with our emotions into our inner child. This is amazing. It's amazing for me. And this is why we say motion creates emotion. Because when we notice something is moving, we feel that this thing is alive, and that creates emotion. When you see a cat walking, immediately creates emotions for you. This is what we do with motion graphics. We can sell things easily with emotions. To sell things, you can sell only with with emotions, not logical.
Right.
And also there is another psychological explanation on this one, and I can tell that I will do research for that. The difference between reading and watching. This is, I can show you how powerful is the animation. This is a crazy theory, and I can go with example. Let's say that Jonas is walking into the forest. He grabs a flower, smells it, and smiles. Now we are 4 people in this room, and I don't know how many on the YouTube, and we have created different images for this phrase I described. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So now let's say that I create a video for that show you exactly the same thing. In this case, I will guide you what you feel. I want the audience to feel happy and free. And let's say if I reveal a slide with a pack shot, for those who aren't familiar, pack shot we call the last frame of a commercial that we represent the product or the service. So let's say that we reveal a pack shot with the title Chris.Tours, feel the experience of the freedom. Then I got your feelings, and somehow I got you. It's crazy. What do you think about that?
I like it. I like it. So you're bringing
This-
the idea to life, right?
I think animation is a really powerful tool. You can guide the audience, you can guide emotions, you can guide things, and you can communicate your message. It's amazing how powerful is the animation and the image and everything.
Yes, I just want to mention to everybody who's not familiar with Apostolos, go check out his Instagram. He is actually doing what he's talking about, where you scroll through his carousels as you flip through it. You notice almost every single thing is animated, and it's crazy how prolific he is. So go check him out. I'm going to drop it in the chat below for the 400 people that are tuning in, okay?
So about the next thing, I would like to do this all together, and I want your opinion for every slide, before and after results using animation. So I'll present you one slide animated and while still images, and I want your opinion for every slide. So let's start for the first one.
Okay.
For social media, like what I do in the social media.
Oh, I saw this one recently.
Yeah, it's amazing. So what do you think about this?
Well, one makes me like, what was going on there? The rabbit is moving, so it just drew my eye in, and I was really looking at it.
Yeah, it's crazy how you can grab attention, and this is I see these comments and this message all the time. How you create these things, you grab attention all the time, because when you scroll down, you see immediately something that is it's alive, and you want to watch the entire carousel. So I'll go to the next one. I think you're gonna love this one.
I do.
I'm sure.
Are you using dynamic typefaces to do this?
No, I just convert the text to shapes, and I animate the paths. It's
I see.
a really easy technique. It's nothing impressive, but the result is impressive.
I like it.
So also this one, I just make some shape animation inside the book, and I can say that also the right one grabs more attention.
Right.
I think the subtlety really grabs your attention because you're expecting it to be static, and then all of a sudden there's a small piece that moves and just grabs you.
Yeah, That's a good point. You don't have to move the entire scene. You don't have to create impressive things. You just have to animate small elements, and it will look really great. But when you try to animate everything, it's a little bit confusing. It's not the correct way. So I'll go with
Apostolos, can I
the
ask you a
ads
question?
from. Yeah, of course.
Yes. Mohammed is asking, how much time do you invest in creating your animated carousels? That's a question I always wondered, like, is this a lot of work for you?
Yeah. It's 1 hour per day.
That's it?
Yeah, it's 1 hour.
Wow, you are fast. Okay. All right. You got me
No, it's
jealous
not
here.
exactly fast. I use the
No?
right tools. I have set the right workflow to work
Right.
fast. So and before I start animating things, I know what I need to animate. I know what I have to do to grab the attention, and I add more value into the first slide and the information to the next ones. So this is why it's so much fast.
I see. Beautiful.
So yeah. So let's show some ads promos. And this one I love, and it's about Microsoft. It's the logo animation for the Microsoft Azure, and you can see the difference. How impressive is to have an animation that represent this service and this brand.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love that project. And also, this is a cool one because it's one of our products. And on the left there's still image. On the right is an animated, let's say, slideshow, and it presents all the elements really fast, and you can grab all that information in a couple of seconds. So I don't know, I have another one. You want to talk about how to make money?
I would like to talk about how to make money. Yes, please.
Yeah, somebody's asking in the chat here already.
We are waiting for this one. Okay, how to make money through animation. So I'm gonna start with the two ways, active and passive. I know what you want to prefer, but I will start first with the active. I know it's the hard one, but so how you can make animation, how you can make money from animation actively, more if you are a new animator, not so much if you work for years. First of all, you have to start small, taking small projects. You don't have to go big with big brands. You can go with big brands, but you get to go with huge projects. So I would suggest to start with logo animations. It's something simple. The duration of a logo animation is about 3 and 4 and 5 seconds. It's really small, and you can make a good amount of money from a logo animation. Also, you can go with explainers. I love. You can go with around 20 seconds explaining about the product and services. And also you can go intros for YouTube. I receive the same request almost every day to create an intro for YouTube channels. And this is a good way to practice how to communicate and guide. It's really important, and guide and help your clients, because most of the clients are asking for long intros, and this is gonna kill their products. And you can help the clients to understand that they have to go with small duration and a lot of information on a small duration. So the next one, we can go with titles that will explain the audience what is watching. You can use that on videos for clients, and also some graphic elements. I love graphic elements in the video footage, because you can attract the eye wherever you want. And I think you know that my favorite, animated Instagram carousels. So easy peasy. You can create carousels daily, and you will receive requests to create carousels daily, like I do. I can name about the number of requests I receive daily about Instagram carousels, but it can be around 10. I can say 10 new clients every day. Every day ask me to create a new animate Instagram carousels. So you can learn, create, upload them, and receive the request to create them.
So, Apostolos, are you getting all of these requests because you've been doing these daily uploads on Instagram?
Yeah.
Wow.
The engagement is really high. I have a lot of messages and DMs and comments daily, and people who run businesses, they want to have the same engagement, so they ask me for this kind of carousels.
Do you take on
And
clients this
also,
way?
come again?
Do you take on clients that ask you?
Mostly not.
Okay.
Wow.
So what
You could turn
happens
them
to all those
down.
people?
I know,
Wow.
mostly not
Okay.
because I charge a lot about to create something like this, and also I have uploaded a post that I explain how you can make money through how you can monetize your Instagram account with small charges, really simple things, and not so much effort on that.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of
Using
people who. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, go.
Okay. There are a lot of people who need to get work today that would love to be in your position where people are reaching out to them. I mean, 10 new leads a day, that is crazy lead generation. And you're
Yeah,
doing
I know.
this by example, right? You're sharing your ideas and you're animating the titles. I've seen your titles before. I see them all the time. I'm like, God, if I had more ambition in my life, I would animate the titles too, but I don't have that kind of ambition. So I'm curious though. If you were to give some guidance to somebody who's in the market space and they want to be able to animate titles for people who are doing Instagram, how much should they charge a client per, like, say, 10 slide carousel? What do you think is a good rate to charge?
Yeah, they can start if you can start small, about $50. Let's
Oh,
say.
I think it has to be higher than that. It's got to be much
Yeah,
higher than that.
for me it's much higher, but if you can
Yes.
start, if
Okay.
it's just a beginning and you're just using let's say templates and not something really impressive, and
Right.
clients, it's difficult to pay more for Instagram. They don't understand the power behind this platform. So when you say, I say about 500, and they ask all the
Then they
time for
have a problem.
discount. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're too much.
Okay. Yeah. So somewhere, this is good though. This is good for us to talk about and open like this. So somewhere between $50 to $500 is what you can charge to animate someone's Instagram carousel. And I think that's a business opportunity for you, because if you can work every single day, if you do 5 days a week, let's take a number in the middle, let's say $300, you'd be making $1,500 a week. So 5 times 300 is $1,500 a week. And if you multiply that by 4, that would give you $6,000 a month. And I think you could reasonably, if you get to the workflow that Apostolos is talking about, you could do this work in a couple of hours. Maybe you're not as good as Apostolos, so it won't take you like 1 hour. Maybe it'll take you 3 hours, but that's still really good money. $6,000 a month for 3 hours of work a day. And the cool thing about this is, whereas a commercial or music video, it requires a lot of skill, a lot of coordination and design, animating titles or adding some life, like in the package that Apostolos did, or moving the bunny so his head is bobbing left and right. I think that kind of animation is very doable, and you can crank on these things on a daily basis and just start to refine your technique and your style so that you can charge more and more as you get better and better. So, okay, good information out there.
Yeah, sure. But also you can calculate about managing the clients. This, for me, this is a difficult part, not creating the content. When you have to explain to clients what you're doing and why you do these things. This is the hard part, and this is why we charge a lot of money. I think most of the money goes there to how we communicate and we are managing the clients.
So it sounds like more of animation strategy. So once you've already got them interested, then you're talking more about how you can go beyond just the graphic side of things. It's like, how are you helping them as a brand?
Yeah, well, when somebody comes and wants to create something for about Instagram, the first thing I suggest always is the Gary Vee technique. I love that technique. So if you create a content for Instagram, so let's say you create an animated a carousel for Instagram, you can grab that information and somehow convert it for YouTube, for TikTok, for Facebook, for every platform, and upload it everywhere. This is a great technique to start with the video content. So every time someone asks me for animated carousels, immediately I suggest him to go with uploading to every platform out there. And I think for me, it's a really good technique.
Another question, are you charging much more for YouTube introductions?
No, it depends on the project. Depends on the project. Yes, maybe a video, an actual video, animated video, needs more time and more focus to be created. But also, it depends on the project. I can charge more about YouTube intros, and I think the good money is on logo animation.
Agreed.
These were, yeah. Because you create this about the brand. It's like designing a logo. You create something about 3 or 4 seconds. You can charge more than 2K for every logo animation.
Yeah, I have a bunch of questions I want to ask you and some things I want to talk about, but I want to let you finish the presentation first. And then because we haven't even got into passive yet, right? So keep going.
Yeah, this is a cool part, the passive. So let's go to the passive income. Love that one. I know. So so I'm gonna share a short story about the passive income. And it was 2013. I was employee in a post house here in Athens. I was making a good amount of money, and the headquarters of this company was based in Cyprus. For those one who don't know what happened in 2013 in Cyprus, they faced a really hard cut off of the bank accounts, up to 70%. And you can imagine I was jobless. So I had to think somebody. And I remember myself this day, I went back to home and I cried like a little baby, not because I lost my job, because somebody else controlled my life. And this is how I started working on passive income and searching how I can make passive income through animation. And the first thing I found is video templates. So I start small, from small marketplaces like Pont5, and then I jump into Video Hive and Vato, and I invest a lot of time there, and I create a really huge amount of templates. I think it's about 100. I have lost the number now. And I became an elite author, Hall of Fame, awarded twice for best template. And it's a really cool way to create money. And it's, for me, I don't know, because I have this experience, but for me it's really easy to create a video template. It's nothing really fancy. You just have to find what the audience want, what the clients may want. And you can invest a lot of time on video templates. There are a lot of marketplaces out there, more and more popping up, and this is what we do daily here inside the CandyMustache. We invest a lot of money on money and time on video templates. So also I shared the post how to earn 1K monthly through animation from the first month. What do you think about that?
Oh, you earned $1,000 monthly through animation. Well, you
From the
sold those
first month.
templates, right? That's great.
It's an amazing. It's a really cool technique that you can do on the animation, on the video template industry, because there are two ways, two different platforms, the exclusive and non-exclusive. And you can imagine if you create templates for non-exclusive platforms, you can upload them everywhere and earn from every site, and you have to create only once. This is a crazy part of this. You have to create only once a template and upload it everywhere, and there are around 5 different or 6 different platforms that are not non-exclusive. And for after that, the next shop is create your own shop. Is what we're trying to do now, to create our own shop. When we got through this pandemic, we're gonna launch our own shop. And I know it's the next step. It's a hard one, but also you can sell things everywhere into your own shop and grab all the money. And for the last one, I have something that's breaking news, and it's NFT.
Of course.
What do you think? Yeah, I think I think where we hang up this call, I will go to my house and start searching for NFT, because I didn't have time during this course production, and it's insane what is happening there. It's insane, because I think the top selling products are animation. If I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong, is that correct? On NFT, the top selling are animations, correct?
Well, I don't know, but I know the top selling one is from Beeple. So that was $69 million.
Yeah, it was animated, I think.
Was it?
No, I think it was animated. I'm not sure about that, but I did a quick search on the crypto art platforms, and the top selling products was animated. So it's crazy the amount of money you can make from NFT. So that's for me for the presentation. I can hear your questions.
Okay. All right. A bunch of quick questions, and I want to share a story with you guys, because I promise everybody that's hanging in there, there's 500 people watching live with us right now, which the audience has grown quite a bit. I think they're getting a lot of value from this. Guys, bear with us. Apostolos is Greek, and English is the second language, so just hang in there. There were some questions about, like, I'd love to take your course, but I'm concerned about his accent and if I can understand. Here's the beautiful part: is it's recorded and edited, and so it's very clear. Right now, he's just speaking off the cuff, and he's doing a presentation, so his brain has to work twice as hard as opposed to a very prepared presentation. Okay,
and we got closed captioning too.
We have thank you, Mark. Thanks for mentioning that. So they're subtitled so that you can fully understand and appreciate everything he's saying. A couple of quick questions. Question number 1 is, what kind of hardware are you using to animate? They want to know that.
So, cool question. For the course, I use a simple laptop, not something fancy. So for this kind of animation, you don't have to use something really fancy. Well, my main machine is really expensive and hard, but I create these animations from a really simple Asus, not something impressive.
Yeah. I think people don't understand that this style of animation is not processor intensive. It's mostly keyframes, understanding ease in, ease out, motion curves, things like that, and just having a really good eye towards moving the things that you need to move. It's not like compositing Transformer, which has like 374 layers or something like that. So it's not as computer intensive. So if you can use a computer and if you can load After Effects, you pretty much can do this work, right?
Yeah, you need a simple machine.
Yes. Okay, here's the next question for you, which is, when you're exporting your files for Instagram, they want to know how big are the files dimension wise, and they also want to know what file format are you using.
Well, I receive the same question all the time. It's insane. So it's something really easy. It's MP4, but the technique I use is loop animation. So Instagram take this format file and creates loop. The file size is really small, about 1 MB per slide, something like this.
Okay. And standard dimensions like 1080 by 1080 or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And maybe a little
All
bit
right.
more.
Like 1920 by 1920.
No, 1080 by 3050, something like that.
Okay, because it's taller. You're using
Yeah.
the square, rectangle format. Okay, beautiful. All right, I want to share a couple of quick stories, and maybe Mark can help me read Mark some questions for us to answer. But I want to let you guys know, in 1995, I started a motion design company, and I pretty much built a company delivering two types of things. Everything else we did didn't really make money, but the two things that made money were animated logos. In the industry for commercials, they're called end tags, END tags. And for end tags, we would charge anywhere between 20 to over six figures. So $20 to $100,000 to do a 3 to 5 second animation. We did end tags for Infinity. We did it for some really big companies out there. I'm spacing right now for Microsoft. We've done some really big projects. And so for that 3 to 5 second animation that happens at the end of each commercial to let you know who it's from, we would make those. And we used to do animated titles for commercials too. This is back in the heyday when you could charge anything you want. We were charging $10,000 per animated title. So I was able to build a multi-million-dollar business. So we were doing about $2.2 million a year just doing end tags and animated titles because we didn't know how to do anything else. That's all we could do. And then eventually over time, we started doing more things. But it can be a very profitable place for you to do work. If you do it for small companies on Instagram, on social media, there's still money there. Through YouTube, you could do that. People need animated logos and things like that to brand their videos. And you're seeing that happen all over the place. The quality of the ones that I see out there are pretty low because they're mostly using templates. But if you were to have the skill to deliver a bespoke solution for someone, I think you can charge a lot of money. There's another gentleman on Instagram, which I'm pretty sure many of you are familiar with. His name is Dimaphew, Dimaphew. And at the beginning, he was charging very little to do these things. And now he's so booked up. He's got weeks of work to do. And it's pretty crazy how he does this. So I could testify to the fact that if you learn how to do this and you do it well, and you post consistently, you're going to get more leads than you're getting right now. And ultimately, you may have more work than what you can do. So that's when you start to charge more. Okay. So that's that story there. Okay, Mark, what are some questions we can ask?
Let's see. We had one question regarding file types again. What are your thoughts on Lottie files?
Yeah, I think Lottie files are more for websites, not so much for Instagram and things. I have tried a couple of times to create Lottie files. It's easy, and you can build your website with really impressive things and animation. And if you want, you could try something like that. But I'm not sure if you can make a lot of money from this industry, because there are more on websites, not so much on the animation industry, the actual animation industry.
Okay. I got another question here from Kapil Aurora. I hope I said that okay. They say, hi, if I've already done many courses on After Effects and Udemy and Envato Tuts and other places and have been working as a video editor for the past 2 years, will this course still be valuable for me? What do you say to that?
Yeah, this course also for video editors, they can improve their edits with small elements, lower thirds. Then they have to purchase templates. They can create it by themselves, and they can improve the way they present the slideshow or anything. Animation always help to improve the quality, the video quality. You can go one level higher every time you use something, even it's a simple lower third or a title or a slide or a logo animation or anything. Also, we have a chapter about how you can bring a photo to life. So how you can take a still image and create like it's a really cinematic shot, add some movement and some camera movement into the shot, and it's really impressive. I think you can see some samples on the promo video of the course.
Yep. I think that's really cool too. I think it was made famous, the effect from the film, the kid stays in the picture. Oftentimes when they have documentaries and they want to recreate scenes, all they have are still photos. And if you can break the still photos apart and cut them out and separate them into layers and add a little camera movement on life, you can really make the shot feel like it was filmed versus being a static shot. There's value to that. Okay, Adrian Barden is asking this question. Is this only for After Effects? What about Premiere or Illustrator? I think I know the answer to this one.
Yeah, you can animate things only inside After Effects, but also you can drag them inside Premiere because they are connected. So you can create something inside After Effects, and just with a simple drag and drop of this composition, you can have it inside the Premiere. Now about Illustrator, we use Illustrator only to prepare the files for the After Effects in the correct way. So yeah, you can also use this for Premiere Pro.
Yes, I prefer using tools that are designed specifically for the task at hand. I think you talked a little bit about workflow. Yes, you can fake the animation in Illustrator. Yes, you can do it in Photoshop and you can do it in Premiere, but the level of control, the precision, the ease, you really want to use a purpose-built tool. If you already have Adobe Creative Cloud, then you already have a copy or license to After Effects. It doesn't cost you any more to use. And most definitely use the right tool for the right job. Okay, Mark, back to you. You have another question?
Yeah, I got a good question regarding brand guidelines also. So Kyle is asking, in static design, a lot of consideration is given to guidelines in visual language. Are there brands creating animation guidelines?
So what's the question exactly?
Yeah, so he's wondering, is there guidelines that you provide for brands related to animation? Because a lot of people create, like these style guides for static graphics. Do you do something specifically for animation?
Guidelines about any brand that I have to work. I'm not sure what he's asking for.
Yes. So for the brands that you work with.
Yeah. So when you're talking about like brand guidelines, they tend to be used for static things. I don't hear too much about like motion guidelines. As long as you use the correct logo, you don't stretch or distort it or.
No, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mentioned that in the presentation. When this is our job. When you want to create something, you had to create something that will suit in this brand. So for example, as I said, the logo animation I did for the Future Academy, I think was, for the Future Academy. It will be weird to create something really glitchy, impressive, and dynamic. Is that correct? So I had to create something that will present that what this brand represents. So you have to go with the brand. You can go after brand. You have to use the style of a brand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so here's the animated logo that Apostolos created for us a while back that we're starting to show and share with people right now. So it doesn't want to be, like he said, glitchy and weird because it's like this seal. It wants to feel official. And so he did a wonderful job of bringing these elements together. And through his eye and through his skill and practice, he knows what's going to work. I didn't have to say anything. I just gave him the logo. He worked with it and he came back. I'm like, this is perfect. We love it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Good job on that.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Yes. There was another question in here somewhere, Mark.
I got one queued up here. So you talked a little bit about how you charge your clients. Can you speak more about your pricing models? I'm sure you're not doing hourly, but can you talk a little bit about if you're doing retainers or how you do value-based pricing for animation?
So, cool. I'm not doing hourly, but I always calculate hourly. This is the technique I use when I want to charge something, and I have a price on my mind, and I always in that price includes everything like the rent and all the expenses of the business. But what I do is before starting the animation, I calculate how many hours I need to create that and how many hours it will take to communicate with the clients and present them the results. So this is how I calculate, and I always go a little bit higher. And I need that margin for reviews and things and changes. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And then also related, how did you start working with these big brands?
Cool story. So you need to expose yourself. This is the only solution. You need to upload your work out there. You need to upload everywhere on Vimeo. It's more for animation, on YouTube, on Instagram, on everywhere. And brands, they come to you. For me, this is how it works. And when I started exposing myself, I received a lot of requests. And also, there is a fun story about Microsoft, how I managed to work with Microsoft. And it's a little bit crazy because there is this brand from Poland, I think, and they asked me for a video explainer. It was an easy job, a really good amount of money. I did that thing. It went really good. And after a couple of weeks, I can tell, I received a call from this brand, and they told me that behind this brand is Microsoft, and this is like a test for me if I can manage and create this kind of animation. And they give me the entire campaign for the Microsoft Azure. It was around 12 animated explainers, and I had to do this for a month. It was a deadline, is only a month. It was crazy.
Okay, there's another question in here from Partho who said he missed so much from this video. Can we also have the entire video? Yes, this is live stream, and as soon as the live stream is done, it will be up and you can watch it from the beginning. So fear not, there's nothing to worry about here. Okay, Mark, any last questions? Because I have another thing I have to prepare for pretty soon.
No other major questions. We covered a lot of the good ones.
Okay, now I believe that the course went live yesterday, and we are still, I think there's a promo that we're still running. Is that right, Mark?
Yep. So the course just released, but until tonight, the price is still going to remain at the pre-sale at $99, but it goes up tonight at the end of the night here at local time. So the link's in the description if you want to find that.
Yeah, so at 12 a.m. midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time, the course is going to go up from $99 to what?
To $149, so another $50.
Okay. So if you're quick on the trigger, you can save yourself $50. If not, you can buy it $149. We'll be happy if you do it at that price, obviously. But if you're thinking about it, I'd recommend it. If you need more proof, just check out Apostolos, his Instagram account, and you can see the quality work he's done, and you can get a sample of what the course looks like. It's very high production. It's all subtitled. And it's broken down into like really smart chapters, so you can really learn and do something like this. And the world could use better, higher quality animations because there's a lot of really crappy ones out there. So that's all I can say about that. Anything else, Mark?
No, that's it.
Okay, so I'm going to put up this graphic here. This is Apostolos' contact information. I'm going to try to butcher her last name. Is it Roussas?
Yes, it's Roussas.
Roussas. And there you go. You can go to his website for more information about him. His Instagram account is there, Apostolos Roussas, and you could follow him. Definitely check out the really high quality work that he's done. I've always wondered how much time it takes to do the work that he does, and it's incredible that he's telling us that it's all done in 1 hour. It takes me longer to do static frames, but obviously I'm sitting there consternating over what I should say, what kind of images I should use. And bear in mind, he's quick because he has a workflow, but he also has a very clear idea and vision as to what the heck he wants to do. It's not like he's on the box monkeying around. He knows exactly how he's going to do this because he can see it in his mind, and therefore he could do 10 slides like in an hour. That's crazy. Great workflow. And you had mentioned something called text flow. Where can we find more about text flow? Because I was searching for it.
They can search for text flow. They can go to the CandyMustache website. And also we have included this one into the course.
Oh,
They
beautiful.
can find also into the course.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, if you buy this $99 course today, it's already included in it, so you can get it. Otherwise, you can go to CandyMustache and look up text flow, and you'll find this really great, helpful tool to animate text. I'm going to look into this because, look, I've seen people who do really great presentations when I'm out there speaking, and they have a whole team of people, designers, writers, and animators to make these really beautiful presentations. It's just a little me making my own presentations. So I'm going to look into this because I used to animate back in the day. So I'm excited about doing this. Okay. So on behalf of the entire Futur team, Apostolos, thank you very much for doing this. Thanks for putting together the course and making it super affordable.
So
I know it should be more than $149, but hey, we want to teach more people. So I hope you got some value from today's show. And I want to remind you, here we go. If you want to become part of the 1B-1 army, go to our website. You can also support us in a number of different ways, but you can send me money directly through Venmo. My bank account appreciates you for doing that. Thank you, everyone, for being part of the 1 billion mission. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. That's it for us. Jonah, play the music, or do you want me to play it?
You play it.
Already did. Cool. I can't wait for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't have the iPad over here. So.
All right. I'll do everything, Jonah. I'm just kidding. Good job, everybody. See you guys next time. It could be a long time. Who knows? We'll see you on the next stream. Bye.
Bye-bye.